Hi, good evening. Welcome to Bedtime Bible Stories. I am your narrator and host through this here journey of the Old Testament. I am Nikki K. the Great. So, take your pills. Still not the right time. Still not my computer. So, it is time to take your pills, or a little bit after the time to take your pills. Make sure you took your pills. Then, pack your bowl, one of these many up here. Pick one. I've got this blue one going on here tonight. This blue one right there. Then, make sure you have your bedtime beverage, your nightly reward for keeping people alive. Cheers. Now, let's continue on this story of David. So, David consulted with his commanders and with every leader. And then David said to everybody, if it seems good to you, and if it is the will of God, let us send abroad our kindred who remain in all the land of Israel, including the priests and Levites in the city. Let them come to us too. Then, hold on, including the priests and Levites that have pasture lands, that they may come gather to us like butt cheeks. Then let us bring the ark back, right? Because we did not bring it back when Saul was king, and that's pretty kind of shitty. So everybody was feeling some kind of way, like, oh shit, we done forgot about it. He's absolutely right, right? Oh, this coffee needs sugar. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, I must have forgot. Oops. Okay, so they was feeling some kind of way, so David assembled everybody from the Shinar of Egypt to Lebo Hamath to bring the ark of God from Kiriath Jearim. So they're they're going to get the ark. And David and all of Israel went up to Baalah, that is, to Kiriath Jearim, which belongs to Judah, to bring up from there the ark, who is in the ark of the Lord, who is enthroned on the cherubim, which is called by his name. Okay, so remember, the cherubim is the four-faced thing that's up in heaven, and it only goes in one direction depending on whose eyes is open. And God rides piggyback on this thing. Okay, and they carried the ark on a new cart. Okay, here we go. So, they carried the ark on a new cart from the house of Abinadab. And Uzziah and Ahio were driving the cart. Okay. Now, David and all of Israel were dancing before God with all their might, with song, lyres, harps, tambourines, cymbals, and trumpets. So they was like playing big band music all while they was walking, right? Like brr, 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 like super swing music. And they was dancing. They was looking like a bunch of Pentecostals, right? And when they came to the threshing floor of Tridon, Uzziah put out his hand to hold the ark because the ox shook it. And then God was like, fuck this guy. And then killed him dead. And David was like, the fuck, dude? We're like partying and you're gonna kill somebody. What are you, the son of Sam? Like, we're trying to have a good time. What are you doing? Right? And then David was like, man, I'm so irresponsible. I'm not gonna be able to take care of this thing. Are you sure you wanna listen? I'm not taking it. So, David took it instead to the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. That's one of his homies. Okay. And the ark of God remained with the household of Obed-Edom in his house 3 months. And the Lord blessed the household of Obed-Edom and all that he had. Oh, and I bet David can't stand that. Oh, listen, this is a whole story. Listen, it's a whole fucking story. Give me 1 second. Okay, 14. Now, the king of Hiram, King Hiram of Tyre, sent messengers to David along with everything to build him a house and people that will also build him a house. Then David perceived that the Lord had established him as king over Israel, and that his kingdom was highly exalted for the sake of his people. Now David took more wives in Jerusalem, and David became father of more sons and daughters. These are the names of the children whom he had in Jerusalem: Shemua, Shoab, Nathan, and Solomon. Ibhar, Elishua, Elpele, Naga, Nepheg, and Japhia. Elishama, Beliada, Eliphele, another. No, this one is Elpele, and this one is Eliphele. Now, when the Philistines had heard that David had been anointed king, all the Philistines went up in search of David. And David heard of it and went out against them. Now the Philistines had come and made a raid in the valley of Rephaim. David inquired of God, hey, listen, can I go fight? Listen, I want to fight. Can I fight? I'm going to fight. Can I fight? I want to fight. And God's like, if you go away, you will win. Go fight. Go fight. I got your back. Just let me play this video game. So, he went up to Baal Perazim, okay? And David defeated them there. David said, God has burst out my enemies by my hand like a bursting flood. Therefore, that place is called Baal Perazim. Why are the places that are for God called Baal? Just want to say. They abandoned their gods there. They abandoned their gods there. And at David's command, they were burned. Was it they the gods or they the people? Knowing David, it was probably they the people. We're not there yet, Nikki. Shut up. We're not there yet. We're getting there. Once again, the Philistines made a raid on the valley. When David again inquired of God, he was like, hey, can I go fight? Hey, I want to go fight. And God's like, no, you can't. Because now you done made me pause my video game twice. You ain't doing shit. I'm tired of these people bothering me. You wait right there. I'm going to go kill these motherfuckers so they leave me alone. I want to play this game. So, David went into the trees and staked it out. And God went and destroyed all these people from Gibeon to Gezer. And David went out, and the fame of David went out into all lands, and the Lord brought fear of David all over the world. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, chapter 15. David built houses for himself in the city of David. That's Zion. The city of David is Zion. So when you hear people on the road to Zion, tell them to buy a plane ticket. It's the city of David. The map is in Los Bibli. And he prepared a place for the ark, pitched a tent for it, right? Then David commanded that no one but the Levites carried the ark, for the Lord had chosen them to carry the ark and to minister to him forever. What do you think they minister about? Like, God, the people are doing this now. Make this okay. David assembled all Israel in Jerusalem to bring up the ark to its place, which he had prepared for it. Here we go. Then David gathered together the descendants of Aaron and the Levites. Okay, this is about to be a whole list of people again. It's like a literal list of people. Like a whole page. The sons of... Okay. So David gathered together the sons of Aaron and the Levites. The sons of Kohath, Uriel the chief, with 125 of his kindred. Okay. The sons of Merari, as Azariah the chief, with 220. The sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, with 130 of his kindred. Okay. Of the sons of Elizaphan, Shemaiah, the chief, and he had 200 of his family. The sons of Hebron, Eliel, the chief, with 80 of his dudes. Of the sons of Uzziel, Aminadab, the chief, with 112. David summoned the priests Zadok and Abiathar, and the Levites Uriel, Azariah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, and Aminadab. I think these are his sons. There's a list of his sons, but there's a lot of them. But they're all priests. And he said to them, "You are the heads of the family of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves. Take a bath, all you guys, and go get the ark. Because you did not carry it the first time, the Lord, our God, burst out against us because we did not give it proper care. Yeah, I don't know if that's the exact reason why, though. I think it was because God thought that dude was like wanting to take it. So the priests and the Levites took a bath and brought up the ark. And the Levites carried the ark on their shoulders with the poles, as Moses had commanded. David also commanded the chiefs to appoint their kindred as singers, to play on musical instruments, harps, lyres, cymbals, to raise loud sounds of joy. So play big band and swing music. That's God's favorite. Play all that happy shit like yeah. So the Levites appointed Heman, Asaph, and the sons of Miriam and their kindred, Ethan, son of Cushiah, with them and their kindred of the second order, Zechariah, Jaaziel, Shemiramoth, Jeiel, Uni, Eliab, Benaiah, Maaseiah, Mattithiah, Elipheleh, and Micneiah, and the gatekeepers, Obed and Jeiel. The singers, Heman, Asaph, and Ethan, were to sound bronze cymbals. So they like at the crescendo, like dun 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 dun, right? Okay. Zechariah, Aziel, Shemiramoth, Jael, Uni, Eliab, Maaseiah, and Benaniah were to play harps according to Elamoth. Okay. I don't know what according to Elamoth means, but okay. But Mattithiah, Eli Pelihu, Micneiah, Obed-Edom, Jeiel, and Azaziah were to lead with lyres according to the Sheminith. Hananiah, leader of the Levites in music, was to direct the music, for he understood it, because it must have been written in a different language. Very, very interesting. Berechiah and Elkanah were to be gatekeepers for the ark. All right. Shebaniah, Joshaphat, Netaniel, and Masai, Zechariah, Benaiah, Eleazar, the priest, were to blow trumpets before the ark of God. Obed-Edom and Jeiel were to be gatekeepers for the ark also. So David and the elders of Israel and the commanders of the thousands went to bring up the ark of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom with rejoicing. I bet they were rejoicing. David's like, I'm taking this away from this guy. I'm so happy. Right? And because God helped the Levites who were carrying the ark, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 rams. David was clothed with a robe of fine linen. And okay, so they had on the choir robes, right? But David had on the priestly t-shirt. So all Israel brought up the Ark of the Covenant, was shouting to the sound of the horns, trumpets, and cymbals, and made loud music on harps and lyres. Okay, so they was playing swing music, and they was swing dancing. They looked like a bunch of Pentecostals, right? Like, yeah, we're fucking doing it, right? As the Ark of the Covenant came into the city of David, Michal, daughter of Saul, David's first fiance, looked out of a window and saw King David leaping, dancing, and she despised him in her heart. Okay, so he's like jumping, like pulling his skirt up and like, or his t-shirt, and like so fucking happy he's got the God box. Okay. Going to chapter 16. All right, 1 second. I think 1 second. All right. Okay, so chapter 16. So they brought in the Ark of the God and set it inside the tent that David had pitched for it, right? And they offered burnt offerings and offerings of well-being before God, right? And when David had finished the burnt offerings and the offerings of well-being, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord and gave them all, man and woman, a sandwich and a cake. Okay? He appointed certain of the Levites as ministers before the ark of the Lord to invoke, to thank, and to praise the Lord, the God of Israel. Asaph was chief, and second to him, Zechariah, Jeiel, Shemai-Ramoth, Jehiel, Mattithiah, Elab, Benaniah, Obed-Edom, Jeiel with harps, lyres, and Asaph was to sound the cymbals. Okay, so these guys had harps and guitars, and that guy had cymbals. And the priests, Benaiah and Jaazziel, were to blow trumpets regularly before the ark of God. Then, on that day, David first appointed the singing of praises to the Lord by Asaph and his kindred. So not only did that guy play the cymbals, but he also sang. Oh, give thanks to the Lord. Call on his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. I have some things. Listen, ever since I've been doing this, I've gotten a deep freezer, a dishwasher, a washing machine. What else? Oh, I was having problems paying my bills, but some things came through and I got all my bills paid. So that was pretty cool also. So sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wonderful works. He did do some shit in my life for sure. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. And then you can be the co-host of his YouTube show. He's up there in my corner. Remember the wonderful works he has done, his miracles, and his judgments he uttered. O offspring of his servant Israel, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. Remember his covenant forever, the word that he commanded for 1,000 generations. The covenant that he made with Abe, his sworn promise to Isaac, which he confirmed to Jacob as a statute, to Israel an everlasting covenant, saying, to you I will give the land of Canaan. I still don't think this is pronounced this way. Maybe Canaan. Canaan. As your portion for an inheritance. When they were few in number, of little account, and strangers in the land, wandering from nation to nation, from one kingdom to another people, he allowed no one to oppress them. He rebuked kings on their account. Do not touch my anointed ones. Do my prophets no harm. Yeah, but they ended up doing all of that and killing all your prophets at one time. They did do that. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Tell of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous works among all the people. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, for he is to be revered above all gods. For all the gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and joy are in his place. Ascribe to the Lord, O families of the people. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord glory due his name. Bring an offering, come before him. Worship the Lord in holy splendor. Tremble before him, all the earth. The world is firmly established. It shall never be moved. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice, and let them say among the nations, the Lord is King. Yeah. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it. Let the field exult, and everything in it. Then shall the trees of the forest sing for joy before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Say also, right here, save us, O God of our salvation. Gather and rescue us from among the nations, that we may give thanks to your holy name and glory in your praise. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Then all the people said, Amen. Praise the Lord. David left Asaph and his kinfolk there before the ark to minister regularly before the ark as each day required, right? And also Obed-Edom and his 68 kinsfolk, while Obed-Edom, the son of Jeduthun, and Hosea were to be gatekeepers. And he left the priest Zadok and his folks before the tabernacle in the high place that was at Gibeon, to offer burnt offerings to the Lord on the altar of burnt offerings regularly, morning and evening, according to all that was written in the law of the Lord that he commanded Israel. With them were Heman and Jeduthun and the rest of the chosen and expressly named, Render thanks to the Lord, for his steadfast love endures forever. Heman and Jeduthun had with them trumpets and cymbals for their music, and instruments for sacred songs. The sons of Jeduthun were appointed to the gate. Then all the people departed to their homes, and David went home to his household. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I don't remember how many this is. Oh, 27. Okay, this isn't bad. Alright, we're going to do this one. First Chronicles chapter 17. Now, when David settled in his house, David said to the prophet Nathan, I am living in a house of cedar, but the ark is in a tent. Nathan said to David, you're God's dude, right? And he loves the shit out of you. So I don't see why you can't. I can't picture a reason he would say no, right? So, I don't know. Go ahead. So, Nathan went on. But that same night, God went to Nathan like, dude, check it out, right? Tell David, no, he can't build me a house. Tell him, I've never asked for a house. I don't care about a house. I've been couch surfing from day one. Like, I'm totally okay with living outside. Like, I don't want no house, right? I like couch surfing. I like living with other people. I don't need a house, right? And tell David, I took you from the pasture and made you a wolf that leads my people. The sheep became a lion. You're a lion, right? You're the sheep that became a lion, right? I want you to lead my people. And I have been with you wherever you went. I let you win, right? And I will make for you a name like the name of the great ones of the earth. People are going to remember you, but they're not even going to remember you for the shit you did. They're going to remember you for the shit you didn't do. Okay? So you're going to be cool. When I appoint a place, when I get all y'all settled, right? Then I might I might get a house. Right, but first I need to make you a house. When your days are fulfilled and when you come to heaven, one of your kids can build me a house. Right? And I will make him somebody they will remember forever also. I will be a father to him, and he will be a son to me. I will not take my steadfast love from him, as I took it from him who was before you. I'm not going to leave him by himself. I'm going to be with him all the way, right? And he can build me a house. In accordance with all these words and all this vision, Nathan told David, and God said no, right? He said maybe your son can do it at some other time, but you, nope, can't do it. So David went in there to pray. And he said, what's my purpose? Why are you going to do all these nice things and then not let me build you a house? See, you're doing all these great things for me, right? And it seems like it's no big deal for you, right? And you don't mind couch surfing. But why do you hold me in such high esteem? And what more can I say to you or do for you, right? You know me. And for my sake, and according to your own heart, all you have done, all these great things, making known all these great things. No one is like you. And there's no God beside you, right? And we know this because you lived with us, right? And who's like us? We suck all the time. One nation who you decided to redeem to be his people, making for yourself a great name for great and terrible things, driving out nations, all for these people, and they suck. Like they totally suck, right? And why do you do all this? Why do you do this, right? Like these people, and you're their God. Why? Right? These people suck. But you say all these nice, great things about me, right? What can I do for you? But if you want to do all this stuff, you can do all this stuff. But I wanted to build you a house. That's all I wanted. That's all they wanted was a house. But you can do all this other stuff, and your name will be established and magnified forever, saying, the Lord, the God of gods, the God of Israel, is Israel's God, and the house of your servant David will be established in your presence. Because people are going to be like, God did get David good. God did David good. For you, my God, have revealed to your servant that you will build him a house, right? Therefore, I have found it possible to pray before you. And now, O Lord, you are God, and you have promised this good thing, right? Therefore, may it please you to bless the house of your servant, that it may continue forever before you. For you, O Lord, have blessed and are blessed forever. And the people said, Amen, right? Yeah. So tomorrow morning, we're going to read chapter 18 because why not? Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you and have the sweetest dreams ever.